Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking through some of the things I wish I knew before starting out in this game. Now, this video is not really a tips and tricks video. I've put a link for that in the description below, but hopefully it helps you not to make the same mistakes I did. Now, the first probably caught some players out right from the get-go, and that's the house. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm sure you would have been keen to see if the house changes on the exterior at all. Well, before the recent update, it didn't, and I learnt that the hard way, and kept adding floor after floor after floor. As you can imagine, this cost me an absolute fortune and honestly delayed my progress in the game as well. Who needs that many floors? Honestly, like, I don't understand. Personally, I don't think it's crazy to think that if you add more floors to your house, it would get taller. But please, please, please do not do this if you're simply just trying to change the look of your house on the exterior. It simply doesn't work. Also, I've got over 150 hours in this game now, and I still haven't come near to filling all of these floors that I bought at the start of this game. The next is knowing where to plant crops. There's so many videos around talking about the best money making guides, of all of them talking about pumpkins. But when you're starting out, it's important to know just where to plant your crops. I got caught out a number of times here, often waiting longer for the crops to grow, simply because I didn't know to plant them in the same biome I bought them from. To avoid this, simply plant the crops in the same biome you purchased the seeds from originally to benefit from the growth bonus. For example, if you buy some carrots in Peaceful Meadow, you should plant them there for the absolute quickest growth time for that seed. Another common mistake I found myself making, and honestly still do, is to make sure I have gold energy. At the start of the game, this wasn't very clear to me, and I would have often found myself eating loads of berries and fruit from things I forage or harvest, instead of trying to get gold energy. Now, for those who don't know, gold energy is achieved only by eating meals that you cook or prepare. The gold energy is basically a second energy bar which grants increased movement speed, and really, truly, honestly, the increased movement speed is a blessing, and now when I don't have gold energy, it's very easy to notice. This will also help you out a load when you come to resource gathering, so you don't have to keep stopping to eat between every other rock you mine. You can simply keep going. So lesson number 4 is related to having a buddy with you when you're doing tasks. Now, for the most part, if you've played Dreamlight Valley even a little bit, you know it's super helpful to have a buddy around you at all times to maximise your outputs from the job or task you're doing at the time. However, when it comes to harvesting, these buddies can be a real pain by getting in your way whilst you're harvesting, making you go all sorts of directions, as well as randomly stopping or even slowing you down when it comes to your harvesting speed. Now, I had no idea that this existed, but thanks to some very, very helpful people in the official Discord, I learned a trick to deal with it. All you need to do is simply enclose your buddy with fencing and harvest as normal. Afterwards, remove it and voila! They will throw all the items that you harvest and they were kind of collecting it at the same time, and you'll just be able to run around and collect it without worrying. It won't slow you down, they won't get in your way. It's honestly really, it's such a helpful tip. And I would certainly recommend, if you haven't already, joining the official Discord if you haven't, because there's so many lovely people that are just wanting to help out and share the same passion and enjoyment for the game. So honestly, if you haven't already, I would strongly suggest it. Now, my final mistake, and honestly I've made loads, so I say this as a final mistake, it's the one that I'm putting in this video, but I'm still making this now. And it's to make sure you harvest everything and store it for later. Now, yes, that does mean literally everything. However, obviously, within reason, cap it out. Don't hoard loads of bananas because you won't need that many bananas. But I've been caught out time and time again, whether that be through character quests or through the Star Path tasks, where I've been required to craft or cook something and simply don't have the resources for it. I would strongly suggest harvesting and collecting as many resources you come across and having some sort of storage system in place to help you with this. I've included my video which covers all of that in the description below, but I would make sure you put one of these chests down, which I call the global chest, in areas which you'll often find you need to clear your inventory, such as Moana's boat or Wally's farm, so you can quickly harvest and deposit these items and just continue. Now the global chest is, just quickly for anyone who hasn't watched that video, is a chest where you can put down anywhere inside or outside, and you can basically access that chest inventory wherever you are. So if you go place it in the beach and you place another one in your house, you can access that inventory. So it's very helpful. But I would also recommend putting at least one of these in each area in your valley. That way it's just a very easy drop off point. That's personally what I would do, but it's completely up to you. And that's some of my experiences I've had through my time in the valley. I hope you found this video helpful, but let me know in the comments if you've made any mistakes that you wished you knew before you started. And let me know if you found any of these helpful. Until next time guys, I'll see you later.